Am I the a-hole for wearing a bikini on vacation despite my insecure boyfriend? As much as I feel like I made the right choice, I'm still interested in seeing how other people would have reacted in this sort of disagreement. Honestly, I've learned a lot and I won't tolerate bullshit like this again in any of my future relationships. For context, I have a full-time remote accounting job, but I also do brand deals and technically work as an Instagram model on the side. I had been posting selfies for a while, but back in 2019, my profile blew up for whatever reason. After I had gained a couple 10,000 followers, I started getting brand deals, and even though it's not something I ever saw myself doing, the money was easy, and since then I have been a part-time Insta model. Of course, my DMs and comments are full of thirsty creeps, but I have met a lot of other great creators after entering the influencing space. Still, even though I may look picture perfect on Instagram, deep down I'm still the introverted math nerd I've always been. Anyway, I met my boyfriend one night out when I was visiting friends in LA, and after I flew home we kept talking. At first, he was a very polite, decent guy, and he asked me lots of great questions about myself and always kept our conversations lively. He flew me out to visit him a few times, and we always had fun together. It wasn't until after he asked me to be his girlfriend did he start revealing his red flags. When we were first talking, he would constantly compliment me and tell me how I looked on my profile. But it's like a switch flipped after we started dating, and he was suddenly very rude and controlling when it came to how I dress and what I posted. Anyways, he pissed me off one day after he got mad at me for posting a full body pic, but after I forgave him for acting like an A, he made it up to me by booking us a weekend vacation. I was excited, and I had a long week and was looking forward to lounging on the beach. I also wanted to take a break from social media, so I was barely on my phone the entire trip. The morning of the first day was great. We had a great breakfast together and he had rented us a beautiful, expensive hotel. The issue started when we decided to go down to the hotel pool before bed, and I took out my swimsuit. When he saw it, his face twisted and he became upset. He took the bikini out of my hand and asked why I needed to wear something so revealing. I told him I was more comfortable in bikinis, and that this was my favorite swimsuit. He started rummaging through my suitcase and kept asking if I had any one piece. I got annoyed at him and said screw it, I'm just gonna shower and head to bed. He dropped the issue, but I was only getting more annoyed since he was bringing his insecure bullshit on vacation. The very next day was the same story. We had a great time in the daytime, but in the evening I wanted to go to the pool and things started to go downhill. My boyfriend said I should just relax again, and that the pool was probably dirty anyway. We could see it from our window, it looked fine, and I told him to go ahead and I'd meet him down there after I showered. He seemed apprehensive but went down to the pool anyway. When I went to put on my swimsuit after my shower, I realized it wasn't in my bag. In fact, it was nowhere to be found. I tore up the hotel room and eventually found it under a bunch of dirty food wrappers at the bottom of the trash can. It was obvious my boyfriend had tried to throw it away since he didn't want me wearing it. Even though I was dirty from the food wrappers, I put it on and marched down to the pool, then plopped myself right next to him. I gave him a dirty look and asked him why he thought he could control my body enough to go as far as to steal and throw away my stuff. He started stuttering out an apology, but I raised my hand and told him that he had successfully driven me away with his constant insecurity when it came to my body. I told him I wasn't happy with how he was been treating me and that I deserved more respect. I finally told him I had booked my own room before I came down, and I would be booking my own flight home too. His face fell as he realized what I was doing, and I was thankful we were in a public place since he started to get angry next. He started getting in my face and whispering angrily, calling me a SLT, and saying that I needed to learn how to listen to him. I told him I didn't have to do a damn thing for him, and before he could get another word in I got up and left the pool area to go buy my flight. I don't care that I basically abandoned him in another country. He's a big boy, and if he can harass me about my clothes, he can enjoy the rest of his trip alone.